Well, hi everybody. Today I want to talk a little bit about the market when it crashed back in, the '06 through 11 type era and compare that to today a little bit. So there are some key differences between the market then and what it is today. And so one great example is that there were far more homes available back then for sale and not enough buyers for them. And there's reasons for that I'll get into in a minute. But the bottom line is right now what we have is we have low inventory and we have low sales. But as long as the inventory stays low, prices probably aren't going to go down too low. So today the absolute opposite is true. We have too few homes and we don't have as many buyers as we would like to, but we don't have a huge difference in that gap. And in fact, there are nearly 4 times as many existing homes for sale in 2006 than there are today. So it's a very, very low inventory. And then and we've had that low inventory. I've talked about it over and over again. And that's one of the things that has really driven prices up during these past few years. Even though right now we're definitely seeing a softening, we're not going to see a huge crash like we did before. And then a lot of the demand we're seeing today is coming from this huge generation called the millennials. And they're just reaching that age when people buy homes. So they are actually creating a demand for homes, and that will help prevent prices from falling the way they did in the past. And then another big departure from the early 2000s is that lending is much more solid. The lenders are more stable as a industry. They have new laws and guidelines of what they have to do. But not only that, they've tightened their criteria for giving out loans. And also remember the subprime loans and the no money down loans. Well, there's like no more subprime loans anymore. And then also another thing is this big balloon payments. So we don't have a lot of loans out there with balloon payments that all of a sudden we're going to just get hit with a wave of people that can't afford that balloon payment, and they're going to put houses on the market, and create a high inventory. So, and then another thing is that people have more equity in their homes. Even if homes went down 10%, we would still have a lot of people selling and making quite a bit of money off of the equity in their homes. Even if they lose their job, they're going to be able to sell and make money from the sale of their home. So without any foreclosures, that's going to help keep the market fairly stable. And then the biggest difference is a bunch of people who can no longer afford their houses were forced to sell. That's what really killed us, when all these people had to sell because they were in houses with payments they couldn't afford to begin with, and once they kind of ran out the clock on that, then they were done. So the bottom line is we're going to see we're not going to see as many houses as we did in the past going into foreclosure or anything like that. We're going to see low inventory, and that's going to help keep prices fairly stable in the long run. Thank you. Be sure to like this video.